It means you are learning. Healing and self-forgiveness. Another major part of healing is self-forgiveness. Many people carry enormous guilt over their past. They look back at old decisions and just feel this dread, this feeling of being ashamed. They see the ways that they hurt people, the mistakes they made, the opportunities they wasted, the ways that they coped, which hurt other people, the ways they survived, and they spend years punishing themselves. But when you look back, there is something very important that you have to understand. Those ways of coping were just survival strategies. They were developed by a younger version of you that were just trying to survive very difficult circumstances. And were they healthy? Probably no, not always. Did they create problems? Yes, probably a lot of problems. But what's important to know is that that younger version of you was just doing the best they could with the tools that they had at the time. Healing begins when you start learning from the past without endlessly punishing yourself for it. You can take responsibility without self-hatred. You can acknowledge these mistakes without defining yourself by them. You can choose growth without choosing shame. Healing and new mirrors. Healing also requires better mirrors because shame often develops through the people around us. Children learn who they are by looking into the faces of others. When those reflections are distorted, shame develops. When people repeatedly communicate, you don't matter, you don't belong, you are unlovable, you are not enough, you are a disappointment, the child eventually believes it. Part of healing means surrounding yourself with healthier mirrors. People who reflect reality rather than distortion. People who remind you of your value. People who treat you with respect. People who help you see yourself more accurately. And sometimes this is very difficult, but it means creating boundaries with people who repeatedly reinforce shame. Because growth is very fragile in the beginning, and fragile things need protection. Healing also happens through connection. Shame grows in isolation. It convinces people to hide, to wear masks, to pretend, to avoid vulnerability. But healing happens when people discover something surprising. They tell the truth and they are still accepted. They reveal something that they're ashamed of and then they find that they're still loved. They stop hiding. Those experiences slowly begin rewiring old beliefs. You begin realizing that authenticity doesn't automatically lead to rejection. You realize that actually being known is a lot safer than you once imagined. And therefore you begin discovering who you really are. For many years, people with shame are trying to become who they think they should be rather than who they actually are. They wear masks, they play roles, they adapt to expectations, they become chameleons, and eventually they lose touch with themselves. They never actually connect with people because it's the mask connecting with other people. It's the role connecting with other people. It's the person that they've created who's connecting with other people, which isn't real connection, so they feel hungry for connection. Healing involves curiosity, trying new things, exploring interests. That's how you find out who you truly are. That's how you learn what genuinely matters to you, not what impresses people, not what earns approval, but what is actually true for you. And finally, healing requires patience, because shame develops over years, sometimes decades. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. Every small step matters. Every time you challenge a shame-based thought, every time you treat yourself with respect, every time you forgive yourself, every time you choose the truth over shame, every time you stop abandoning yourself, you are healing slowly, gradually. But you are healing, sometimes invisibly, but the healing is happening. The opposite of shame is not perfection. The opposite of shame is acceptance. It is learning to see yourself clearly, to treat yourself kindly, to respect yourself. And perhaps the most important realization of all of this is not to prove or become worthy, but to realize deeply that you already are. If you want to go deeper on this topic, book a free call with me. Go to the link below. We can speak personally and I can lay out the step-by-step process that I've explained in this video, and we can speak about this and all of the experiences I've had with this. So go to the link below, speak to me personally. That would be amazing. It'd be nice to meet you. And if you enjoyed this video, obviously comment and say if this has been helpful, what realizations you've had from listening to this. Just awareness can be a big part of the healing itself. And subscribe, help me out, let other people see this type of content because I think it's very helpful. And if you enjoyed this video, go to this video here. It's also very helpful. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.